Hey everyone, it's Ally and welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be going over Dossier fragrances once again. They're a company that I really do enjoy. I love a lot of their inspired fragrances. And a little bit about the company. Dossier is a fragrance company, of course. They offer inspired fragrances. You get to experience niche and designer quality style fragrances for a fraction of the cost, which I think is super cool. It allows you to explore your fragrance horizons and try something different without having to break the bank, especially when it comes to niche fragrances. My niche fragrance lovers out there, you guys know this. It's an expensive hobby collecting niche fragrances, and it could really affect your bank account. What I love that Dossier does is they offer the same fragrances and they're still really high quality, but for a fraction of the price. Not just that, all their fragrances are crafted in Grasse, France, which if you guys know anything about the perfume industry, it's like the mecca when it comes to like harvesting ingredients and where a lot of fragrances are created. And I think that's just super cool. They come from the same places as a lot of your really most popular fragrances that are out there. Another thing that's really important to me is that they're vegan, they're eco-friendly, and they're also cruelty-free. All of their fragrances are 100% non-toxic, and they're super transparent about all of this. Another really awesome factor is that you can try them risk-free. If you do not like the fragrance, if it doesn't work with your skin chemistry, for whatever reason you don't like it, you can easily send it back and get a full refund for the purchase price. I think that's super awesome. And another thing that I also do really enjoy about them is that when you do return a fragrance, it doesn't go to waste. It doesn't get destroyed. They actually donate bottles that are returned to charities. And I think that's so amazing. And it just goes to show the changes and the steps that the company is taking to be a better version of a perfume company. I think it's really, really cool. And if that doesn't intrigue you, then I'm sorry, I don't know what to tell you, but they are an amazing company. I really do enjoy working with them. I've partnered with them many times, and I'm, like I said, partnering with them again. So for full transparency reasons, these two fragrances that I am talking about were sent to me by the company. So thank you, Dossier Fragrances, for sending these two my way. Just because they were sent to me, it's not going to affect what I think about the fragrances. I'm going to be completely honest with you, and I'm going to tell you my real thoughts on them and whether or not they last and what I feel about the fragrances. So far, every fragrance I have tried, I have really enjoyed. I haven't had a lot of longevity problems. One of them, Musky Musk, I actually use like every day now that I think about it. It's like my perfect gym scent because I do like to wear a fragrance at the gym. I know for some people that could be like a little bit of a no-no, but like I need something. If not, I feel kind of naked at the gym. And Musky Musk is like literally perfection. And that one is their take on Juliet Has a Gun, Not a Perfume. It's so friggin' good. But anyway, and I've talked about that one in the past in one of my other Dossier videos. But if you guys want to try Dossier fragrances, I do have a link in the description box. All you have to do is click the link and then use the code AllyKat at checkout. And you get an extra 10% off. It's honestly a win-win. The more fragrances you buy off of the website, the higher your discount is. You get discounted if you buy more from them. But why not add another 10% off? I mean, you're saving your coin. And honestly, I can't complain. So a little bit about their packaging. It comes in a box like this. It's very simplistic. And you guys also, I'm so sorry, but like I cannot bend this hand. I have stitches all throughout my fingers and it might look gross. Sorry, I had a little saw blade incident that sort of split some of my fingers open. So I'm gonna try to keep that hound down a little bit. And yeah, it's just a little gnarly looking. It's a lot more healed right now. I have stitches in for another week, so that's gonna be fun. And I can't fully like extend this hand. I can sort of just keep it like a little claw. Just kind of sucks, but it is what it is. But anyway, the packaging comes in a box like this. It's a very simplistic packaging. You open it up, you get a card with every purchase inside that goes over the notes, it goes over the concentration, it goes over what it's inspired by. I really like that touch, and the fragrance sits in here. The bottles, let me put that down, look a little like this. It'll have the name of the fragrance, so Gourmand White Flowers, which is one of the ones we're going to be talking about today, and it also has the notes. I love their simplistic approach to their packaging. I honestly think it's really beautiful. It's one of my favorites as far as an inspired fragrance house goes. I don't know what it is. I love the glass bottle. It has good weight to it. I love that the cap has a little bit of, not too much weight, but it has a little something there, and it's magnetic. I love, and you guys have heard me say it time and time again, I love this magnetic cap function. I could literally do this all day. And like, you guys, I love their fragrances. I don't know what else to tell you. And for the price, you really can't beat them. They start at $29. They go up to $39, $49, and I think they have the $59 tier range. They just released candles, you guys. They're really good. Check them out. I will link everything down below. But the first one we're going to be talking about today is Gourmand White Flowers. This is their take on Viktor&Rolf's Flower Bomb. If you guys know, Flower Bomb is an iconic fragrance. It's been around for a hot minute now, and it is a gorgeous sweet patchouli fragrance. And you guys, this captures that fragrance really beautifully. I will say I found that this one is slightly sweeter than the original. I find the original to be a little bit more, it's still sweet, don't get me wrong, but it's almost like a baseline sweet, where this, like especially in the opening, seems quite a bit sweeter. You get a beautiful bergamot burst in the opening, and you get this really resinous-y, sort of sweet, almost tonka-like effect that comes from the caramel and the vanilla. And then the patchouli, it sits on a really lovely patchouli base. But this isn't overtly earthy patchouli. This is a very smooth, it adds like a denseness to the fragrance. It's really hard to explain. But if you know Flower Bomb, then you know what I'm talking about. It's got this sort of dense, I want to say like a clean, earthy, sweet effect in the very base. But that bergamot burst with the green tea in the opening is just so beautiful. It's so lively, it's so sweet, it's so feminine and girly. This has freesia, berries, white flowers. It has orchid, which is a fantasy note. And this is just sexy. I mean, Flower Bomb is already like a sexy scent to me. It's iconic. It's been around for a really long time. And I think they captured this one so beautifully. This one is pretty long lasting. This one will last me my whole day if I like slap it on. I don't have any longevity problems with this one. I get about 7 to 8 hours. Quite a lot longer on close. It's just really good. It's sweet. It's seductive. You do get those florals in here. This is just so pretty. So feminine. And there's a reason the scent is so iconic and why so many people love it and have it in their collection. I personally don't have it in my collection. It's one that I've always wanted to buy. I've always had samples of it, which is why I've never bought it outright, because I'm always like working through the samples. But you know what? Like, smelling this version, it's inspired me to want to buy it. So I might just go ahead and get it. I'm also thinking of getting the nectar version as well. I've seen a lot of people talk about it, and it has me really intrigued. So I might be getting that too. But you guys, 10 out of 10, I really love this one. I definitely think it's worth checking out. Gourmand White Flowers, you guys. The next one is one of the men's fragrances. I would classify it more unisex, but I think it is targeted more towards men. And this one, oh, so good, is Green Verbena. And this is their take on Creed's Green Irish Tweed. Again, another iconic fragrance. Men out there love this. This is a gorgeous freshie from the House of Creed. I absolutely love it. I love smelling this on men. It does have a sort of like body wash feel. It smells like Irish Spring body wash. It's really, really good. It's really bright. It's green. It's crisp. It's clean. It almost has this like fresh out of the shower vibe, but it's very like refreshing and slightly almost aquatic at times. It's really, really good. You've got notes of verbena, green leaves, peppermint, orris, violet leaves, aquatic notes, sandalwood, gray amber, and you have patchouli. Now this fragrance is just so clean. If you want something that you can rock every day, signature scent worthy, something you can wear to the gym that isn't going to be too offensive, then I really think this is going to be a good one for you. This is, like I said, just clean. It's out of the shower feeling. The peppermint adds a brightness that's almost, I wouldn't say mentholy, but it is minty in a way, but that adds to the fresh feeling that you get from this fragrance. The leaf accords in this just add this really just, outdoorsy vibe. It almost feels like you're out in a field and you just took a shower and you're super clean and just smelling really good. This is just a really great freshie. I do think it's unisex. It is marketed more towards men. I will find that a lot more men are going to gravitate towards this just because it does smell like a traditional men's body wash in a way. But you guys, if you just want something easy, something you don't have to think about, something that you can throw on that's not going to offend anyone, that lasts a pretty good amount of time. I say probably around 6 hours is what this lasted on my skin, also longer on clothes. The longevity wasn't crazy, but it wasn't bad either. For me, 6 hours is pretty good. That'll get me through my day, but I would need to touch up with this one. I wore it a couple times, so I have a small dent in it. And like I said, I did have to touch it up. With Gourmand White Flowers, I didn't have to touch this one up. I found that it was still pretty powerful on my clothes, so it like lingered in the air. This one is a freshie, so naturally you are going to want to refresh it, but like honestly, it smells so good. I don't think anyone's gonna mind like freshening up if you need it. Or if you want to change up your fragrance, this is a great one to start your day with and sort of get you energized feeling and get you going, and then end the day with a different fragrance. I really like this one. Check it out, you guys, especially my lovers of green Irish tweed. If it's too expensive and you just can't justify the price for a freshie like that, get your hands on this one. So good, you guys. And yeah, those are the two fragrances I wanted to talk about today. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. And like I said, if you guys are interested in trying out Dossier fragrances, use the link down below. Save yourself an extra 10% off. You have nothing to lose and everything to gain. I don't get any money from it. It's a code strictly for you guys. The company gave it to me to give to you guys so you guys can use it. So thank you again to Dossier Fragrances for sending the coupon code and sending these my way. I really did enjoy these. Until next time, you guys, I will catch you in my next video.